board. Excellent. Okay, so starting with an oval, that's going to be the head, obviously. And it doesn't have to be a perfect oval because we're going to goof it all up. We're going to zombify this character. And while you're drawing, I want you to be thinking of who your character might be. And if you don't want to zombify it, you don't have to, but I'm definitely going to zombify mine. Then once you draw the oval, we're going to draw just a couple of lines coming down. Now this person is going to be drawn in what's called a 3/4 profile. Do you notice how his face is not aiming straight forward? It's kind of like to the side. Like right now I'm looking straight at my camera. That's not what this is. This is when you look at someone and your head's slightly turned. If you look at my webcam, you can see my head is slightly turned. I'm not all the way to the side where you see my nose sticking out and you can see my whole ear and even like a little bit of the back of my head. That's called a profile. This is called a 3/4 profile because the character's head is turned just a little bit, and they might not be looking at you. They might be looking to the side, or they might be looking at you from the side of their eye. That's called a 3/4 profile. So in order to do a 3/4 profile, we're going to go ahead and sketch our portrait lines in here, but we're going to do them a little differently. Do you see how I'm making this line curvy? Let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see it even a little bit better. And then we're going to divide for the eyes. And remember, these are just sketching lines. We're going to completely go over all of these lines. And then we've got the neck. Now, if you want to keep it super simple, you can just do a t-shirt. If you look at my friend John here, he's wearing a t-shirt, and you can see that little neckline right there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So it's just two curves. It's like he's wearing a t-shirt. Or she, because your character could be a she if you wanted. And then we're going to draw two sloping lines coming from the neck of the t-shirt to show our shoulders. We've kind of done this before, haven't we? Whenever we've done a self-portrait, this is how we've started, except the difference is instead of drawing the face straight forward, we're doing that 3/4 profile. You can also, if you want, throw an ear in. Actually, I made that ear too long. Whoopsie-doo. Let me fix that for you. Hey, that rhymed. It was like a little poem. And this is just our preliminary sketch, and we may not get completely done with this, and that's okay. If we don't get completely done, we'll continue with this next week. We are in the middle of our 4-panel comic, but I've been noticing some people have been wanting to work on their characters a little bit, and so I decided to do this sort of character study where you can create different kinds of characters, and also it's an opportunity to show you guys how to blend and layer color. And oftentimes I don't have time to get to that in class because my class is so short, so I want to focus on that a little bit. Now what I'm doing is I'm doing the sleeves. Now one sleeve is going to be slightly wider. Do you see how this one is slightly wider than this one? That is because, hold on, my little thingy is in the way. Let me get that little thingy out of the way. Okay, it should be gone now. Yes, all right, the little button down there is gone. Okay, the reason why is because since his head is turned, his body is turned just a little bit, where, let me see if I can get it all in my webcam here. So if I'm standing straight forward, my shoulders are going to be even and my arms are going to be even. But if I'm looking at you like this, my body is turned slightly away, and you can not see as much of this arm, but you can see almost all of this arm, right? So we gotta work with that. We gotta think about that, and we gotta put it in our drawing. And this adds an element of realism. And these are the kinds of things that I want to start working on with you guys. Trying to add just a little Little touch of style, little touch of realism. And there's the arms. There's a little curve down in here because that's like the curve of your elbow. You can't see my elbow because I have a sweater on, but when you're down, when you see somebody's arm, you can see like the curve of their muscles and everything like that. Okay, now we got our sketch ready here. I'm going to give you just a couple of seconds to finish that up because I know I draw fast and you may not draw as fast as me, and that's fine. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the head and I'm going to sort of like reshape the head and make it all wobbly and curvy. And I'm making this line slightly darker so that I can see it contrasting around the background. Now if I go back to my friend John here, you can see I did that here. I also did it with this guy. In fact, this guy and this guy, they look a lot alike. So I took that oval and I just did wobblies around it. Wobbly, wavy lines. I don't know what another way to say it. It's kind of a goofy way to say it. And you can change it if you want. If you want to go in and you say, I want this part here to be a little bit more like this. Get the shape of the head the way you want it. But it's really fun and it's really easy to come up with characters that are slightly different from a normal looking character. Like you might say Mr. Hitchcock looks like a normal man. Like I don't look like a zombie. My face looks normal. And we want those types of characters in our comics, but sometimes we want some weird characters too. And so wavifying a face, you could even do it to the neck a little bit if you wanted to. And look, this guy right up here, his brains are sticking out up there at the top. Do you see that? Because he's a zombie. You could even add details like that. You could add nice looking things too if you don't want your character to be an ugly, stinky, zombie type character. You could add nice things, like you could add glasses, you could add earrings, and of course you guys are going to do the hair. I like to do the hair kind of last. It's kind of like the last thing. Yes, Anasia?
Why do you always draw a zombie?
I don't know. I just do. I like them. And they're fun to draw. It's fun. You know what I like about it? I'll tell you what I like about it. I don't always draw zombies. I just draw them a lot. Like I draw normal people too. But one of the things that I like is I like drawing all these little wrinkles and details. And a lot of times when you draw someone normal, their faces are kind of boring to draw. There's not a lot to them because, you know, people have like smooth skin, especially people like you because you're so young, you know, smooth skin. And that's fun to draw, but I like to get into the nitty gritty. I like to draw teeth, and I like to draw wrinkles, and I like to draw like, ooh, that's good. That's good. All right, I like to draw all those kinds of things, but it's also a good way just to learn how to add different kinds of details. And while it's a zombie, you can add whatever kinds of details that you want to it. Like, look at this guy. He's got a headband on. He's got like a bandana. It's a Disney bandana, can you tell? And actually, he really has that bandana. I've seen him in pictures. And look at his glasses. Do you see the little things in the corners of his glasses? They're Mickey glasses too, and he has those. So I like to add like little details like that. And sometimes I'll go on like Facebook or Instagram and I'll look at my friends' pictures, and sometimes I'll see a picture that they have on their Facebook or their Instagram, and I'll say, hey, do you care if I make a drawing of this? And they go, why not? And then I'll say, hey, do you care if I make you look ugly like a zombie and all crusty and stinky and stuff? And then they go, I would love it if you would do that to my face. Because I don't know why. They just like it. Yes, Riley.
Speaking of Disney, did you know that my birthday is actually Mickey's birthday? So today is Mickey's birthday?
I did not know that. I am not. I will confess. Oh, by the way, go ahead and draw a couple of shapes for the eyes here. I will confess to a couple things. I am not a huge Disney fan. My family is a big Disney fan. They go to Disney like at least twice a month because they have those passes, you know. And everybody in my family likes Disney except for me and my oldest son. We like to do. My son likes to go fishing a lot. We like to go hiking in the woods. Me and my son. I like to work on my truck. He likes to work on his truck. Sometimes we work on our trucks together. And the rest of the family, they all go to Disney. Okay, I'm going to do just a little tiny dot for the eyes. Instead of doing the regular big eyes, were you trying to say something in Asia?
Yeah, so I was like looking for markers, so I didn't get to like start the drawing with you guys. So
try to catch up.
I don't have any markers. So and I cannot draw a straight head, and I'm really struggling because I'm trying to try.
Hey, in Asia, this is drawing practice. This is that so it doesn't have to be perfect. All you got to do is keep doing what you just said, which was what?
I don't know.
You said I'm trying. Okay? And this isn't a video. I'm drawing live, so I can't rewind it. And I'm not going to erase my drawing and start all over because well, you wouldn't do that, would you? Would you erase your whole drawing and start all over? No. And your drawing doesn't have to look exactly like mine. Just draw a big wobbly shape, put some eyes on it.
I'm trying to do that, and it's not.
Okay, just keep trying. That's all. That's all. All right, now, you can draw a regular nose like this if you want. So it's kind of like an upside down 7. And then you can put the magic nose goblin cave openings here if you want. You can only see one though because, by the way, I'm not picking my nose. I'm not being gross. I promise. I'm just pointing. My finger's not going up. It's just pointing. But when the face is turned to the side, don't get mad. Don't get mad. That doesn't help. You can only see one magic nose goblin cave opening. Right? If I'm looking at you straight, you can see both of them. All right. Or if you really want to get creative, instead of doing a normal, boring, stinky old nose, you can give it a zombie nose. Here's how you do a zombie nose. It's actually pretty easy to draw. You can go, it's like an upside down heart, kind of. See that? It's like an upside down heart. And then you shade it in. Because zombies lose the tips of their nose. We don't know why. Maybe it's because zombies are rotting because they're dead, right? Maybe another zombie was just wanted. Maybe another zombie just wanted a little fruit snack and went to his buddy zombie and said, "Got your nose," and took a bite. Who knows? All right, now, all these little lines, these are wrinkles. This is what I get excited about, is when I start adding all of these wrinkles.
Or these zombies are zombies.
What? I didn't catch that.
Or these zombies are zombies.
Zombies are on me? You're saying it too fast. Slow down.
Zombies are zombies.
Zombies are zombies. That's true. Zombies are not vegetarians. They're not vegans. They're meat eaters only. Quit whispering. Nobody can hear you when you whisper. All right, let's do my favorite part of the whole thing. My favorite part. And watch how I do this. I'm not going to draw a normal mouth like this. No. No. That won't do. This is my favorite part of the whole drawing. I'm going to make a big wobbly shape like this.
Is that even a pencil?
Yeah, this is a pencil.
It doesn't have.
See? 0.7 millimeter lead pencil. They have these at Walmart, you know. They're like $4 or $5 for one of these. Not too bad. I actually have a lot of these. You want to see an even fancier? You want to see an even fancier pencil than that? Check these out. Look at this guy. Isn't that neat? And I got another one. Hold on. Look at this guy. These are pencils. They're called the Graph Gear 500s. You can get these at Office Depot.
I'm really trying.
Okay, good. Let me see. Hold it up. That's good. You're doing it. All right, now let's add another line inside of this wobbly shape on the top, and then add another line on the bottom. Those are the lips. Zombies are missing parts of their lips, so that's why we use a wobbly shape. And then the best part of the whole thing, give him some goofy looking teeth.
It's really windy outside. It's like pushing my window.
It looks like he's saying, "Hey, how's it going?" Haha. Hey, that sounded like Mickey Mouse.
I'm not Mickey Mouse.
I know, but it sounded like it. He's got jagged old, crooked old teeth. Notice I haven't done the hair yet, because I don't know what I'm going to do for the hair. Uh-oh.
If you think your teeth are so jagged and wicked, look at mine.
Ah.
Look at my ear.
Very nice. Oh, yeah, you guys are doing good.
This is mine.
Okay, now, let's see. Instead of doing... Uh-oh. Shh. Instead of doing hair on this character, I'm going to switch things up. So this guy, he has a headband, and he has like kind of like poofy, spiky hair on the top. This guy has a big, bushy, curly mess on top of his head. But this guy, I'm not going to do hair. Instead, I'm going to do a hat. He's wearing a hat. You can draw hair on yours if you want. If you really want to. But this guy, I'm going to draw a hat. So what I'm going to do...
Wait. Do zombies have hats?
This one does.
Is it
Hey,
zombies
I gotta
have
tell you, I gotta tell you guys a secret. Come here.
I think zombies with hats.
Come here. Zombies aren't real, so you can draw them any way you want. Okay, don't tell anybody that I told you that. All right. Let's see. Okay, now this hat is kind of neat because it looks see-through, but I don't want it to be see-through, so I'm gonna just go ahead and erase the top part of his head. And of course, you can do hair if you want. You can do pigtails. You could do curly hair. You could do spiky hair. You could do crazy hair. You could do braids. You could do long, messy hair. Whatever kind of hair you want. Now, I can still see some of this character's hair on the side, so I'm just going to add that in here. Oh, we're not coloring just yet. We're going to do the coloring separately, but that looks really good, though. Ah, very nice, Anasia.
I like to color first, so I don't really have to color, because coloring takes a lot of effort.
Everything takes effort. There's nothing wrong with effort. Don't be afraid of making effort. Come on. People that don't like making effort, there's a word for them. Does anybody know what it, I'll give you, does anybody know what the word is? I'll give you a hint. It starts with the letter L.
Lazy.
That's it. I didn't want to say it, but it's true. Oh, I gotta make effort on my artwork. How boring. You know, that's how they are. Okay. So once you get your drawing the way you want, and you could add some things down here on the shirt. Maybe it's a sports shirt. Who knows? It could be a Star Wars shirt. You could draw Baby Yoda on there if you wanted. I like Baby Yoda. He's cool. You could draw...
My mom's watched the entire 2 series of that.
Okay, don't tell... Well, the second series isn't over yet. They're still coming out with episodes. They release one a week. But I've watched the whole first season, which was pretty darn cool, I have to say. All of my friends who've been trying to get me to watch it for the last year, they were right. They told me, you'll really like it. You'll really like it.
Have you gone to the one about the sea something? I'm not going to surprise you.
Are you talking about the one with the crate dragon?
Yeah.
The big monster?
That one was impressive.
That one was impressive,
and
yes.
People found an egg.
Okay.
Baby Yoda keeps eating all the eggs, all the aliens.
I know, but let's go back to this for just a second. So once you get your drawing the way you want, you can take your pen and you can start inking. So this is another thing that I haven't really got to demo with you guys yet. I've talked about inking, but all inking is going over your pencil drawing and also shading a little bit. But we'll get to the shading. First, I'm just going to outline here, doing his little eyebrows here. His eyebrows are like falling out. 'Cause he's a zombie. And then for shading, you can shade in lots of ways. You can do dots, you can do lines. Just try to give your character some pizzazz, as they say in New York City. Whoever keeps doing that, can you...
Sound like they're like...
Yeah, whoever keeps doing that, please stop, because it's very loud. It's hurting my ears, man. Alright. There's going to be some shading on the neck because the chin sticks out and casts a shadow over the neck. There's going to be some shading underneath the bottom lip because the lip sticks out and casts a shadow over your chin. You can't see it on my face because, well, I have hair all over my face, but you guys can look in the mirror. Yes.
So like my pen, I found a pen.
Oh, good. Good, good. Now use it. Use it, young one. Yes.
Okay.
Were you gonna say something else in Asia? It sounded like that was only like half of what you wanted to say. I don't know why.
Are you okay?
Am I okay? Oh, you're asking your.
Are you okay?
You're asking your doggy if your doggy is okay.
Okay.
There's a parrot in the room with you, and right? Is that what it is? A parrot, or is it a lizard?
Can I have it? Are you daddy? No. Okay. You're my cousin. No. Okay. So like my pen is very and
It's very whatty.
it's like bumpy at the top, so it's like making bumps.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that's weird. All right. All right, and we'll just keep on trucking with your pen.
Ahem.
Yes.
Mr. Hitchcock.
Yes.
You like this?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Ahem.
Do you have something stuck in your throat or something? Do you need to go cough it up?
We need to go to 911, Isabella.
And when you're drawing with your pen and you're going over your pencil drawing, you're going to notice that there's things that you want to add as you're going. So, like for instance, I'm adding extra wrinkles here and there. You don't have to do everything.
Santa has a secret which I'm going to tell you. My dog is not.
Just keep on trucking with your ink work. This is the fun part. Whee! Sometimes you may find that it's easier to do certain lines if you rotate your sketchbook or your piece of paper. Yes, whoever that was. You froze.
Oh my gosh. Mr. Hitchcock muted you. You know that, right?
Yes, I did, because you're being very loud and we're in the middle of a lesson here.
Mr. Hitchcock, since I'm done, can I start coloring?
Yeah, you can if you want. Do you notice how I'm taking my time, though? I'm not in a big rush. This is the fun part. This is the part where, well, the whole thing is fun in my opinion, but thinking of details and adding as I go. The more details that you add to your drawing, by the way, the more interesting it becomes, the more people want to look at it. And the more people are like, whoa, that drawing's really cool, bro. How'd you do that, man? So I just kept drawing until it was great. I just kept adding details. I just kept shading.
I named mine. And it's an art teacher, and its name is Fishy.
Are you going to show it to me? Nice.
Mine is a Brit named Alexis. That's our color name. Wait, what?
Alexis.
That's her. And color.
Some lines should be thicker than others, by the way. Lines that are on the bottom, like the bottom of his jaw or her jaw, the bottom lip, the bottom line of the bottom lip, that should be a little thicker. Varying thin and thick lines is another way to add value to a drawing. And when I say value, I don't mean like how much the drawing is worth. Value in art means light and dark. And artists add volume by adding shadows and shades. Volume is like 3 dimensions, right? That's what I'm doing with these lines here, is I'm adding value or shadow or shading. Value is another way to say shading. So if you've ever shaded a drawing before, you added value to it. That's what value is. It's not like value in math class where it means how much it is. That's value in math class. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have to teach math. We'll leave that to Miss Luznar. She's much better at it, I'm sure. You can also add weird little things, like maybe he's sweating, so maybe there's drips.
Math is good. I will teach you. I will see your teacher.
Is that your...
Mr. Hitchcock, it's 12:55.
Oh, is it 12:55? Is that our time? Sorry, I got so busy making art with you guys. Okay, listen. I will continue this next week with you guys. I'm sorry I did not get to color. I just got having so much fun with drawing. So save these drawings because next week I'm going to show you how to add color to them, all right? But it is time to go back to Miss Lusnar's class, guys. So have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.
I will see you next week, and bye, guys.